Me and my allergies. Boy, I tell you. My relationship with my sinuses is epic. They always show up at the wrong time. They always get on my nerves. But I used to hear elders when I was growing up say, be grateful for your ailments because they let you know that you're alive. I don't know, somewhere along the way, like, the troll farm became like my sinuses. Unwanted nuisance. Unneeded, headache. It came out of nowhere. And you didn't ask for it. It just unfortunately showed up in your life, you know? And it's just kind of wild to me. Grand Rising, Ida, how are you? Ah, like, have any of you guys ever had that, like, unwanted attention from people you didn't know? Like, just out of nowhere, people showed up in your life talking about you, acting like they know you, acting like they know everything about you, trying to convince people that they know you, trying to convince people that they know everything about you. It reminds me of high school so much. A Reed in the building. What's going on? Yeah, it's eight. Yeah, yeah. It's almost Monday over there, and it's the top of the morning here. Y'all are down under over here, round here. But I'm gonna get ready to some aqua therapy soon and shake all of this off. I got more recording to do today. Uh, it's happening to you right now. Oh my God. Yeah, no, like that's the problem with the internet. It allows imposters, frauds, phonies, unwanted interaction. It allows all of that into your life. And what I've come to learn is it only creeps in as much as you let it creep in. Like really, if you ignore it, if you really don't pay it any attention, they may keep going, but it kind of becomes obvious, you know, they're stalkers and that you're not interested in their attention. And it's best that way. RD. Oh, thank you, RD. And thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying thank you for your work. Because I do work. I don't know what makes people get online and say that someone doesn't work or someone isn't this or someone's that or someone's doing this or someone's doing that, and they say it with such conviction. And it's funny because if a person's never met you and if a person doesn't know you and if a person doesn't have any real attachment to anything around you or about you, but they keep inserting that they know you, that they know everything about you, it speaks volumes about that person. Actually, what it says is that person is mentally ill because only crazy people run around making assumptions about strangers. Like, make you no mistake, most of the people, yeah, what you stand for is everything. But most of the people online that talk about me do not know me. They've never met me. They've never been around me. And the few that have been around me, like literally met me one time, literally took one picture with me, literally gave me something, pretending to be a good Samaritan so that they could come back and say, oh, I gave her this, and she's a bum, and she's this, and she's that, and whoop de whoop de woo. And the truth is most of the time they're sitting there making these wild assertions about nothing. They're nothing more than fishing expeditions. Like, it's a total fishing expedition when someone sits around for 30 minutes and speculates about your relationship, speculates about where you're living, who you're living with, what you're doing, what you can afford, what you can't afford, what's this, what's that, whoop de whoop de woo, yada, yada, yada. Like, that's insane. Let's be very clear about that. I haven't picked my hair and stuff yet. But seriously, that's insane for someone to literally sit there and, like, in front of their online cult, sit there and make assertions that they know anything about you, that they know anything about your life. And to me now at this point in time, it's like, well, it's clear that they have no life, because anyone that sits around spending time trying to figure out what someone else is doing and they're not focused on what they're doing, like cruelty-free artistry, that idea popped in to the two heads on the screen. It popped into the two heads on the screen summer of 2024, right after we just met. And I'll never forget, he was looking at me and I was looking at him, and he was like, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make it a reality. The community needs it. I'd love to, go into partnership with you and build this, for the future, for hip hop, for the community. And I'm like, you know what? Yep, let's do it. And it was awesome because it was the first time, Grand Rising Nick, it was awesome because it was the first time that, like, I had someone, that came into my life that really loved the same things that I loved, believed in the same things that I believed in, like unequivocally, like not a convincing factor, but a point of fact. It's different when you lobby someone into an idea. It's a completely different thing when that person not only believes in that idea, but says, hey, yo, I'd love to build this with you. Like, this is awesome. Boom. Like, it's it's one of the most refreshing things in the world. So you file the paperwork and you get done what you need to get done, and you boom, and then from that moment, from the second that you create that becomes the thing, right? So for me, don't mind me, guys. I'm just trying to get organized. I'll be back. But oh, like that really just that becomes the thing. That's the life work. That's the life mission. That's the goal. And when you have a goal and when you build a goal with someone, it doesn't matter if that person is your romantic partner, your brother or sister in Christ, your neighbor. I want to state it for the record. Let me state this for the record. Put this here for now. This man has become my best friend. And I'm looking forward to this person being like one of my greatest collaborators. Man, it's been a long time, like ever since I was a kid. Like, and when I say kid, I'm talking like, you know, early 20s, late teens. It's been since then that I've um I've had somebody in my life that like really loves art the way I do. There's nothing typical about my love for art. Nothing typical. Not at all. My love for art, it's something that has been paramount in my life for quite some time. Okay, I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to set this. Okay, let me see. Sorry about that. Is that better for me? I think that's better for me. Yeah. So I'll be back. So anyway, some people, there's just some people that they're nosy, you know, just really, really, really nosy. All up in your business, all up in your life, all up in the Kool-Aid, don't know nothing, you know, that kind of thing. Um, and there's nothing wrong with curiosity. There isn't. But when that curiosity turns into obsession, like, because it's obsession, there's no getting around it. It's obsession. When someone cannot let go of oh, what is this person doing? What is that person doing? What did they say? Where did they go? Who are they with? That's not what it was. This is what it was. Like, I cannot sit there online and presume. Like, for instance, let's say A Reed. A Reed, how would you feel if I got online every day for years? I mean, for years. And not only presumed to know everything that you do, everywhere that you go, everyone that you know, but no matter what right? Like, imagine that, A Reed, right? I start following your social media, okay? And as I'm going through your social media, I got to come up with an alternate theory for everything that you say. And then I play what you say, and then I come back and say, see, what A Reed really meant was this. It doesn't matter what you just heard. It doesn't matter what you just said. What A Reed said, that's nothing. What I'm saying is this, is that, is this. It's beyond nosy. Because now what you're presuming to do is you're presuming to know a whole nother person's life, what's on their mind. Matter of fact, what you're asserting is whatever they're saying isn't accurate. They don't know their own mind. They don't know what they're saying. They don't know what's going on. Not at all. I know their life better than they do. I know what they're doing better than they're doing. Believe me, because see, what I'm saying matters because I watch this person all the time. Even though I've never met this person, even though I've never talked to this person, listen to me. Look, and it's not a matter of it being exhausting. The question is, and this is the question, mental health. Let's look at some definitions, shall we? Siri, What's the definition of insanity? Insanity, it's a noun. The state of being seriously mentally ill, madness. He suffered from bouts of insanity. Okay. Thank you, Siri. Siri, can you show me some examples of insanity? Hmm. Madness, lunacy, and craziness. What are some examples of non criminal insanity? Let's see. Oh, it's just giving. Let's see. Non criminal insanity. That would cover the nearly 300 types of mental illness that are described in the DSM V, even the types of insanity that they use in trials that are not always criminal. These are the 10 categories of mental illness. Mood disorders such as depression or bipolar disorder, anxiety disorder, personality disorders, psychotic disorders such as schizophrenia, eating disorders, trauma related disorders such as post traumatic stress disorder, substance abuse disorder. So, like, these are just some of the broad stuff. Now, hmm, I was arrested for allegedly assaulting my stepson. I'm a very hand off. What I'm very hand off, so it floored me. I guess it meant I'm very hands with an S off. I contemplated, wow, like the stuff that people admit about themselves. The word insane is a legal term and is the mental state of a person that at the time of committing a crime, geez Louise, like, see, I could probably sit here and go through this over and over and over again. Let's make it a little simpler. Siri, what is stalking? Siri, what is stalking? Here we go. Okay, stalking is unwanted and or repeated surveillance or contact by an individual or group towards another person. Stalking behaviors. You doing too much. Stalking behaviors are interrelated to harassment and intimidation and may include following the victim in person and or monitoring them. The term stalking is used with some differing definitions in psychiatry and psychology, as well as in some legal jurisdictions as a term for a criminal offense. Although interrelated, stalking is distinct from harassment as it involves repeated behaviors and contact. Some scholars have suggested that the moral wrong of stalking is not well defined and purpose, that stalking is an attempt to force a personal connection and relationship on a victim. According to a 2002 report by the United States National Center of Victims of Crime, virtually any unwanted contact between two people that directly or indirectly communicates a threat or places the victim in fear can be considered stalking, although the rights afforded to victims may vary depending on jurisdiction. Hmm. Stalking strangers and lovers was among the first place to use the term stalking to describe the common occurrence of males after a breakup who aggressively pursue their female former partner. Prior to that paper, instead of the term stalking, people more commonly use the terms female harassment, obsessive following, and psychological grape. The difficulties associated with defining this term exactly or defining it at all were all documented. Okay, so I could keep reading on and on and on, but let's just talk about a few things. There are certain content creators that now for the past anywhere from 5 to 3 years have been following my every move, stalking my social media, on my social media every day, following my channels, watching everything I say, everything I do. Okay? So I want to ask you guys, do you think that people stalk me online? Put a one in the chat if you think people are stalking me online. Put a two in the chat if you think, hey, it's just friendly social media engagement. One in the chat if you think Jaguar is being stalked. Two in the chat if you think it's just friendly social media engagement. Because I want to know. Ooh, mm, mm, mm. Hey, Michael. Definitely one? Okay. And you know what? I got to figure out who this is going to go to. This is, I believe, a small. Yeah, I got to, I'm going to do a little challenge. Yeah, this is a small. I got to do a little challenge, but I'm going to have to send this bad boy out to somebody. So, all right, I see one. Hey, Lady Classic. Hey, Mayat. No, like seriously, guys, put a what in the chat if you think I'm being stalked. Your allergies are kicking in too. I know. Like yesterday, my head was so clear, but it's gonna clear up. You know, once I get my aqua therapy in, I'm gonna be good. Ugh. I'm just putting away a little laundry. It's interesting, right? I have no clothes. I'm homeless. Like it's weird. People swear to God they know so much about me. You know, there was someone who I do believe and would most definitely call a stalker in my life, who's constantly giving me unwanted attention, um, and constantly stalking my behavior. Her name is DJ EQ. She's ex-wife of a Talib Kweli. Have you guys seen her online? It's a 50 some odd year old woman, bisexual woman, who has slept with half of the industry to try to get her career off the ground, allegedly. She does absolutely nothing, but she does hang around with a lot of weirdo stalkers online. I'll never forget back in 2020, a mutual acquaintance between the two of us, Kilo Saunders. I had no idea, or should I say, I did not want to believe that Kilo had come all the way from Philadelphia down to Texas before he moved to Atlanta to spy on me on behalf of the Roots and to get me in line. He was spending a lot of time on the phone with EQ, and I'm like, what you doing? Oh, well, she's going through a hard time. Her and Talib aren't divorced, and he's not giving her any money. And at this point in time, like, everybody was doing gifting circles. It was, during the pandemic. And I'm just trying to help her out. She's down in Houston and she's having a hard time, and he really doesn't look out for her, and whoopty whoopty woo. And I'm just trying to, blah, 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 blah. It wasn't until after I realized that Kilo was spying on me, not being a brother, not being a friend, not being any of that. That he was literally reporting to EQ. See, I'm about to put you on blast, ho. He was literally reporting. He was calling this weirdo ho, this weirdo internet YouTube stalker, EQ, DJ EQ. Is your name Denise? I don't know, because I never spent that much time worried about you. I cared about you as much as your husband cared about you. He didn't care about you at all. Talib never cared about you. So you can sit with Michael Braggs all you want. You can sit with Joshua Ray all you want. You can sit with these people all you want, EQ. You are a 50-year-old weirdo. Why are you worried about how I look? Why are you worried about my body? Why are you worried about my body type? Why are you worried about my body mass, whatever the case may be? Why are you worried about this man? That's your problem, EQ. You spend a lot of time worried about men that ain't worried about you. Not even Kilo was worried about you. But you was sitting there bothering him the whole time he was at my house. Like, if y'all go back to my Instagram, I had on the party effect and I was running down on Talib real hard. Kilo was sitting in the back seat. Guess who he was on the phone with? He was on the phone with EQ. And she was sitting there trying to get him to stop me from going in on her deadbeat ass husband, who likes sleeping with a bunch of 20-year-olds and getting girls pregnant. I don't even think he ever had a child with her. But the simple fact that for the past 5 years, EQ has been running around on social media, stalking me, lying on me, creating fake engagement, creating fake proximity, talking with people who were in my home, talking with people who were around me. I'm putting you on blast, EQ. You are a stalker. You're worse than the YouTubers you hang out with. How about that, EQ? Like, I'm tired of playing with you. You are 50 something years old. Grow up, bitch. Grow up. Stop worrying about where I live. Stop worrying about what's in my closet. Stop worrying about who's in my bed. You didn't seem to be all that concerned when I was fucking your husband. Stop being concerned now. But then again, I was fucking your husband before you were. Or maybe I wasn't. From what I heard, from what your husband told me, from what Talib Kweli told me, you've been in industry jump all 4 years. That's why he married you. Because he said he didn't have to worry about cheating, because he used to party you with bitches, and you was cool with him sleeping around. So it was okay. But it's clear now. Your obsession with me, it's clear. And so, what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be doing my due diligence to figure out where you are exactly in Houston, or if you're in Austin, or if you're in Dallas. I'm putting some time into this, because I'm going to file a restraining order against you, EQ, for all of your defamation, for all of your slander, for all of your lies. You ain't nothing but a Roots Crew jump off groupie. The things that I've heard about you, the things that hip hop niggas have made you do, or should I say, you pretended you was down with, you probably one of the wackest DJs I've ever seen in my life. But it's time to call you out. Like for real. I'm just tired. Like how are you still worried about me? And how is someone with a struggle career like yours ever talking about me? Like I'm actually talented. What are you? Erica Badu is a better DJ than you, and she sucks. So I'm just curious. What's your whole lot in life now? So basically that's what you do? You sit on YouTube, you sit on Instagram, you sit on TikTok, running around, garnering people, lobbying people to hate on me at 50 something years old. Are you even divorced from Talib yet? Is he paying you that alimony you were looking for? Are you getting any money? Are you getting anything out of that dead ass marriage that you signed up for so you could find some relevance in the game? Like, I'm not putting this on the content creators that you're rolling with, but you are an Avenger, right? You are one of the crown people, right? You are one of the plastic uncheckable people. Like, this is who you are. And I'm noticing that about you. You, Monica Lockett, DJ Genesis, all hip hop baby moms or wives or ex girlfriends that were discarded by rappers who never thought much about you. All rappers who admired and respected me. Like, for real, it's time to run down on y'all. And you too, Monica. It ain't over for you. It's not over for you. Your engagement with Angela Owusu, you working to have me framed, have me locked up, have me. Like, how did you break my bond? You weren't my bondholder. And then your stupid ass sat on real life and bragged about it. Like, I'm not worried about going after the content creators at this point. I'm worried about going after the real life women who I actually knew and not knew well. Y'all were in proximity because of the hip hop penis you were being neglected and treated badly for. Make no mistake about it, DJ EQ was treated badly by Talib Kweli. What does that feel like? To be ran through and ran down and treated like trash by one of the worst hip hop plus ones ever. Like you a groupie to a groupie. You're a groupie to a groupie, EQ. Somebody needs to come and get you offline. Now, I've already had to gather you up once before, and you changed your name a little bit because you got embarrassed. So now it's just time for me to embarrass you all the way. If there's anybody out there who would like to sit down and do an interview with me about Monica Lockett or DJ EQ, Denise, whatever your name is, please contact me. Leave a message on either my website, thejaguarwright.com. Because see, I see why you work with the content creators that you work with. Why you're worried about me and my partner. Why you're worried about my company. Why you're worried about how much merch I'm selling. Neither one of you hoes want me to make it. And I get it. Because y'all ain't gonna make it. Ever. This is it for y'all. Trying to become YouTube famous in your 50s. While you're stalking a real artist who's better than the both of you and will be better than the both of you. Even at my worst, I put y'all bitches to shame. Like, it's pathetic. Monica is overweight and can barely breathe while she sits there and hates on everyone who soared past her. And you look okay, but you were always just okay. Like EQ, you were never the pretty girl in the room. You were always the okay girl in the room. But the one thing that everybody always talked about was your willingness to sexually satisfy whoever it was that you needed to sexually satisfy so someone would give you a job. You want to keep sitting in chat rooms, chatting about me? You should be ashamed of yourself. You're a stalker. Period. It's just wild. Like, the stuff that you people convince yourselves of, like, because I'm done blaming the content creators. Like, I really am. They're your face, they're the public face of your stalking. See, that's why the robot and that unfortunate gay boy, Michael Braggs, that's why they sit there and say the things that they say about me with such conviction, because they feel confident doing it because of the source they're getting it from. And you guys can prove that you've known me. I've mentioned you. Whoopty whoopty woo. We have all the same, we have so many different people in common. Like, y'all really can do that. But, like, part of the reason why I will never fuck with Kilo Saunders ever again, like, part of the reason why that will never happen is because I found out what his involvement was with you. Not cool, bro. So this was your internet liaison to try to find a way to tamp me down on social media? You lined up with thirsty ass EQ? But Kilo always had a thing for whack bitches, though. He did. Always. Whack irrelevant bitches. But that was the Roots MO. And apparently it was Talib's MO too. See? It's so funny. People like to talk about my rompers and stuff like that. I have many of them. Multiples. Things that I love to wear that are comfortable for me, that I enjoy putting on, I buy more than one of them. And in multiple colors. Sure do. Perfect get about. I can exercise in them. And they were made by Black designers. Same person that made this. I really do enjoy supporting my creative people in the community. You know? But yeah, like Kilo, you just mad disappointing, bro. Mad disappointing. You sat there in my home. You pretended to be family while you were sitting there reporting back to this weirdo bitch. Bad move. Like, if y'all saw that I was willing to go nuclear and burn it all down to the ground with no care. See, that's why the robot cares so much about what I'm doing with my company. Because, see, that's your job, to find out what I'm doing so you can find a way to stop it. Y'all not trying to warn the public against me because I'm a scammer. You're trying to defame me to the public so no one will invest in me, because the second that I'm funded, all of y'all are done. This is nothing more than a bunch of jealous enemies from my past trying to make sure that I don't level all the way up, because the second that cruelty free catches fire, all of the people that y'all have been spying on me for will no longer have any use for you. You people are fighting for your relevance, not just online, but in real life. Imagine that. Imagine needing someone else's demise. Imagine that. Imagine needing someone. I don't know if I would call her cunning. What I would say is, Michael, is this. She's good at following orders. Very good at following orders. But when a hit dog hollers, they holler. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. That robot hoe, she was screaming last night. All of the backpedaling she was doing. All of the, oh, well, she said that I got the video and I paper pacer and I did this and I got it like every. No, you're a liar. You're a liar, and I'm calling you out. Bye bye. You're a liar. You're just as bad as the knot. You know that, right? Bot bot not not. You're just as bad. You just don't show your face. And I understand why. Because you're a single mom. You got a lot more to lose than he do. You should have thought about that before you crossed the line. But I want to let you know it's too late. I already told you. I told you 2.5 years ago. I'ma hold your pride in my hand, little girl. And EQ and Monica ain't gonna be able to help you. I'm going to hold your pride in my hand. God already showed me I got the victory. You're screwed. And I know you've been in touch. As far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, and all of my thoughts, and everything is backed by fair use and the First Amendment. And why are you streaming my content again? Hmm? Or are you going to be honest about how many strikes I've already had to issue out against you? And the next ones are going to stick. I'm going to make sure of it. You better start hiding my content. You better start editing your videos now because see, that's what the robot does. Every time she gets struck for using people's content and doing stuff like that, what she does is before the strike goes, apparently someone at Google is alerting her and giving her time so she can edit it out so she can keep the video up. Oh, it's a false strike. No, it wasn't a false strike. Somebody gave you a chance. Somebody gave you just enough time to re-edit certain stuff out so you could keep the content up, or you just take it off and put it on your website and charge people to come and see the evidence of your stalking and your lies. But last night you made a big mistake when you sat there and tried to convince everybody that you're not in contact with Heather Wilson Vincent, who is sister of Jessica Wilson Caddy, who works with and for Rock Nation. But thank you for letting me know that it is y'all that keep coming through and putting comments to try to make it seem like I've been talking to Demore. I can show my phone records. You ain't gonna find no call log at all of me and Demore talking since she's been gagged. Unlike y'all, she's a law-abiding citizen. The question is, why you caping so hard for Rock Nation? I know she thinks she's being cute when she goes in and she tries to do damage control and tries to say what she not doing and what she and see what Jag is trying to get everyone to think and what Jag is trying to get everyone to believe and hit dog holler. That's what your whole live was last night. I guess that's why Michael didn't go live. I guess I got too close to home with a lot of the stuff that I've been saying. Hmm. Ooh. Talk about hit dogs hollering. And we could do a little better with these likes. We've been here. We haven't even hit the 250. Please get those likes up. Like, it's wild to me. It's wild to me. Like, the lengths. The lengths that people will go through. And y'all don't think y'all are stalkers? None but unwanted attention and surveillance from a stranger. EQ been hollering. She been hollering ever since she found out that Talib never loved her and used her and played her for a fool and never had any intention of making sure that she was going to be financially okay. Stop blaming me for the bad choices you made with your vagina. Like, for real. You made that bad choice, not me. Man, if you could have heard the way, if you could have heard the way, ooh, man, if you could have heard the way Kilo had to sit there and keep justifying why he was helping you. He didn't even like talking to you. He was sitting there and he'd be like this. While you were sitting there complaining, you gonna send me the money? You gonna send me the money? I need the money. I need the money. You gonna send me the money? You gonna send me the money? I heard you begging for cash, begging for money. Now I know why you was begging for the money. Because y'all little operation y'all was trying to work on me, right? I'm down here struggling. I'm down here struggling. Are you gonna send me the money? Are you gonna send me the money? Talib did this. He left me like this. Talib did this. Man, I swear to God, I got a lot to unpack for somebody that ain't got no clothes. Man, how do I got this much stuff to unpack and I ain't got nothing? It's amazing. All of this unpacking and I ain't got nothing? It's a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Hit dogs holler all the time, man. We need 250 more likes. Y'all need to stop tripping. So just do yourselves a favor, like for real. All of you weirdo, disgruntled, discarded hip hop baby moms and wives and girlfriends, stop thinking that these content creators are the rocks that you get to use so you can hide your hands. You and Monica Lockett, DJ EQ, DJ EQ and DJ Genesis, I'm putting y'all out on Front Street. And from this point forward, everything that I know and believe you've been feeding to these content creators to stalk me online, I'm holding you responsible for. I'm going to file. I'm going to be filing for restraining orders against the both of you. Because at this point in time, 5 going on 6 years of stalking is unhinged. You people are unhinged. Like, seriously, this is just, it's pathetic. Like, that's just where we've gotten. We've gotten to pathetic now. That's where we are. Ain't no getting around it. Ain't no confusing it for something else. It's pathetic. You people are pathetic. Sitting there following people, stalking people, harassing people, lying on people, creating all kinds of nuisance and folly. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure that's all right because we're gonna be getting to about the bottom of a lot of things this year. Like it's not gonna be. There's not gonna be a whole lot of evading left to do. You understand? Like there's just not. There's not gonna be a bunch of that going on anymore. There's gonna be very little evading. Yeah. This is it. Cause like I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of you weirdos throwing yourselves on me. I'm tired of you weirdos blaming me for all of your failure. I'm tired of you weirdos being jealous of me because I was brave enough and smart enough to come forward and speak out for myself and fight for my name and fight for my brand. Like, I'm tired of you people. Seriously, it's just, it's gotten to the point now where it's beyond annoying. Um, and it's beyond annoying. And yet you feel as though you should just be able to get away with it. And that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna let it happen. I'm not. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm done. So EQ and Monica Lockett, you're on notice. Okay? It's official. You're on notice. Denise, that's all right. I'm gonna have all of your information. But if there's anybody out there in the real world who would like to sit and do interviews with me regarding DJ EQ and DJ Genesis, Monica Lockett, please reach out to me. We'll be doing them right here live on YouTube. Like, since y'all want to keep stalking me and keep bothering me and keep worrying about who I live with or where I live or who I'm sleeping with, who I do businesses, why I'm raising money, why I'm doing this. I have a nonprofit organization. I'm trying to build a construct to create a cruelty-free environment for artists. Anybody else that has a company, that's what they do. They raise money. That's why they have people like VCs. So what? My company doesn't deserve to be promoted? My company doesn't deserve to raise money like any other company? I have the paperwork. I have a legitimate background in what I'm doing. Because that's what it is. It's hate. It's pure hate when people will try to do anything to stop people from being gainfully employed in their field of choice. I'm an American citizen. I have the right to have a business. I have the right to own my own company. I have the right to lobby for anything that any other person does. Who made y'all the Gestapo? Who made y'all the gatekeepers of who gets to earn a living and who doesn't? I said everything that I meant. I want $1 from a million people. That will be enough money to fund my endeavors to get my company off the ground. And it will not create a tax issue for anybody involved. That's exactly what I meant. Period. Not because I'm trying to come off benevolent. I'm trying to come off humble. I'm trying to make it look like I'm trying not to be greedy. I'm trying to do this so people will give me more money. No. See, unlike y'all, I mean what I say and I ask for what I want. See, that dollar is a vote. And if I can get a million people to give me a $1 vote for a cruelty free company in art, that says something, that sends out a big shot to the industry. It lets the industry know that there are a million people out there who are tired of seeing what they're seeing from the industry and want to see something new. That's what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't need an interpreter. I'm not deaf. I don't need anyone to sit online and try to tell people what I mean. I'm saying what I mean, and I mean what I say. I want to be able to show the entertainment industry that I can find a million people that are willing to back my aim. That's the point of the $1 campaign. Not because I'm trying to hustle people into thinking that I'm benevolent. Like, no. That's what y'all little weak ass, weird ass motherfuckers do, not me. Grand Rising, child. How are you? I'm fine. Are you working? I'm live online. You want to say hi to everyone? They here. Girl, sure. It sounded like you was going off too. So I wanted children. I hope everybody had some rest. Girl, it sounded like you was going off. You know, because I'm tired of playing with these weirdo hoes, and I'm calling out Talib Kweli's ex-wife DJ EQ and Batin's disgruntled baby mom for using Michael Bragg's and Josh Ray the robot as the rocks that they use to hide their hands to come after me. I'm tired. I'm tired. Wow. Yeah, Talib Kweli's almost ex-wife or estranged, whatever, and by 10 baby mom who's still mad that she can't get that royalty money. Be mad at T3. Be mad at his bandmate. He gonna make sure you don't ever get a dime, Monica. These people are like a bad disease, girl. You want to know what's crazy? Mm-hmm. That they keep forgetting about what I got in my hand. Yeah. Guess what I got in my hand, child? What you got now, girl? Tammy Wallace's phone that she left behind. You serious? Oh, y'all forgot. I still got it. Possession is 9/10 of the law. It was left behind. So ain't nobody steal nothing. She was in such a rush to get away from me because of that little plan and because of that little plot. You know how many messages are in this phone of how she was coordinating with the troll farm to try to find a way to set me up? Wow. You see? Boom! You fucking idiots. You think I didn't get in this phone? Wow. You think I didn't see what's in this phone? Wow. Tammy taking instructions, getting orders on how to try to get information, on try to find a way to line me up to make it look like I was coming on to her so that she could have some kind of weirdo story with her weirdo lesbo fucking ass. You think I don't got the information? Oh, wow. Go run tell that. I got that bitch's phone and I got all your plans. I'm sick and tired of playing with y'all. Oh, wow. Y'all do too much. Y'all do too much. Y'all do too much. Y'all do too much. Wow. Y'all sent a fake survivor with a real story to try to line me up, to try to discredit me as an advocate, to try to make cruelty free look like it was going to be some kind of F mission. That's how desperate Tammy Wallace was. And then you tried to run with that story. You sent me a fake therapist, Lisa. Grace, you want to tell them about Lisa? You want to tell them about Lisa, Grace? Since they think they ran you off, since they think they ran you off, since they think you so afraid. Yeah, they think you afraid to get online. That's what they think. They think you too afraid to get online, Grace. Please. Grace, why ain't you been on? Grace, why haven't you been online? Yeah, her story was real. Her paperwork was real. That's what makes it such a sad situation. That's why didn't nobody want to talk about nothing. That's why didn't nobody want to say nothing. Because we actually felt bad for that fucking hoe. We felt bad for that weirdo fake dyke. Because she is definitely gay for the stay. Sure did feel bad for Tammy. We felt real bad for Tammy. You remember that day I told you she was trying to get a little bit too personal with me when she was at the studio and I put you on the phone with her? Tell me I'm lying. It's just funny. It's just funny. They think they ran you offline. Why don't you tell them the reason why you ain't been online, Grace? Because I've been grieving and minding my business and taking care of the real world. Unlike these people playing make believe and fairy tale on the internet. Do you want to tell them how many times me and you have talked and I just keep asking you and I just laugh because it's like how worse can it get? How many times? How many times have you said, you know what? Let me get online, and I said no. How many times have I said no? Said it at least maybe 4 times a month, and that's while I was grieving. I had time while I was grieving. Child. Girl, these people are insane. They really are. They do too much. They do way too much. They do too much. And for me, I hope the audience is paying attention to the fact that y'all are constantly dealing with people who live in a fantasy world inside their head. And have you told them how many times I said at some point? See, I'm gonna tell you when I did. I'm gonna tell you when I didn't trust Tammy Wallace when she said she went to Tasha K first. See, I knew Tasha K was mad at me because I scooped her with that Jonathan Hay situation because I got to Jonathan Hay and I told him what she was going to do. I told him what her plan was. I told him what it was all about. And she was pissed off that Jonathan Hay canceled on her at the last minute and instead sat with me in real life. So they went and found a real survivor who was down on their luck to cook this fucking bullshit up on me. Odell did the information. He researched everything. That's what makes Tammy's story so sad because she's a real survivor. But you got to be all kinds of desperate, and we really really did our due diligence to protect her because her family been came forward and they wanted to tell the truth about her. We could have let her mom, we could have let her cousin, we could have let her sister, we could have let everybody come and do their big one on Tammy. We protected her. Not only that, we protected that unfortunate. Ooh. Whatever's going on with him in New York, I still hope and pray that she's protected from all of that. She knows what we saw. These people are wild. Like, are we at the part where we get to cussing folks out yet? Because that's kind of all I got. Girl, I was just calling you back because I didn't miss your call and I felt terrible. These people are insane. These people are not well at all. And motherfuckers think that we're going to entertain their sick asses. Remember, I hear that being, mentally unwell is starting to be criminalized. I'm not wanting these people no more. What the fuck is going on? Y'all actually took a real survivor and y'all got her. Who does that? Y'all got her to use her survivor story to try to trap me up. And see, I can understand why everybody's going through so much to try to, rework the reality of that whole situation because the truth is that all leads right back to Tasha K. That Tammy Wallace situation, that leads right back to Tasha K. What the fuck be going on? And they got real things going on in the world. Child. I'm glad I ain't miss you cuss nobody out yet. Child.
Like, girl, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. Still.
There's going to be a whole bunch of hit dogs hollering all over YouTube today. I'm sure of it.
Good. Good. I'm glad.
I dare y'all to do an interview with Tammy now. I dare y'all. We'll do ours.
Oh,
and
good.
maybe I should double back. Maybe I should double back for the integrity of the Jaguar Wright show. And maybe it's time to contact Tammy's mom. So she can tell y'all all about the time when Tammy assaulted her and she had to be arrested and her mother pressed charges on her. Because Tammy did have a lot to say about her mother. She had a lot to say about her mother. And I made it very clear to her family that the platform would be open for them to come and tell their side of the story. Yes, Tammy assaulted her mom. And she came up with all kinds of excuses about it. But not only that, Grace, what was that situation with Tammy and her son? There was an assault situation there too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, there was.
Now I don't know why.
Yes, there was.
I don't know why that woman's son. Because what was it? She said he beat on her. It was something about some money. I'm trying to remember.
That's what she told
That's what
me.
she said. Yeah.
That's what she told me.
Yeah.
Y'all wilding out here. Like, girl. You see why I told you just go ahead and just do your thing? What is this?
Girl, it's time to get back to book club. We need some enlightenment around here. Did he try to?
Apparently so. Now, like I said, we're gonna discuss it behind the scenes because, girl, I'm actually quite flabbergasted this fine rising because I literally called you back because I missed your call.
I know.
Why? What the fuck is wrong with all of these people? Like, I'm starting to really. You see why I've been laughing all this time? You see, after some point, I just got to laughing. Like, God has already grieved. What do we look like? What do we look like? What do we look like? God has already grieved. Girl, please.
Nobody was ever anything but kind and decent and loving to Tammy Wallace. Nobody ever did anything but offer her God, sisterhood, fellowship, and support.
I still don't understand what happened. Still. I still don't understand what the hell went on with him. I understand more about what went on with Lisa more than I do with him.
Do you remember the last conversation you had with Tammy?
Yeah, we only had one.
I know.
Girl, I called to check on her and she was gone. I was like, okay. It was the conversations, with Lisa and everything else that made it quite interesting. Like that, it was when it was Lisa that made sure I had no more questions when it came to Tammy. Sorry, Tammy, if you didn't know that. This is all wrong. Like, this is wrong.
These are the lengths that they will go to try to discredit this platform and our work.
And these are people that you don't know.
I know. That's the sad part about it. But they're being orchestrated by people that I do know. Not well,
and see
but
that,
I do know.
Girl, and then I'll let you cuss them out. It's fine. You deserve it. You got it.
Ain't nothing to cuss. For real. Ain't nothing to cuss.
I'm talking about them other ones, but it's cool. We'll do it another time. This is why.
For real. It ain't. There's nothing left to say. There's nothing left to talk about. For real. Mm-mm. I tell you one thing. You keep pulling at a thread long enough, eventually something gonna unravel.
I mean, at this point, there's no other choice but to just watch people hang. And it is what it is. Like, They got what they were looking for. Christmas, I can't wait till Christmas, girl. You can't wait
It's
till
gonna be a
Christmas.
hell of a Christmas, I tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a hell of a Christmas.
It was so warm this summer. I think everybody's gonna like Christmas.
Hmm.
You know, snowfalls and
I hope it's nice and cold.
good cheer.
I hope it's good and cold. I
Did
hope
you
it's
not see
cold as
how
hell
hot
for
it was this summer?
everybody.
Did you not
That
see how
needs to
hot?
cool down.
Did you not see how hot it was this summer, girl?
Mhm.
It's going to be frosty. It's Christmas, and I'm for it. I'm for it. I like hats and sweaters.
Hats and sweaters is cool. Hats and sweaters is cool.
And sore socks. Socks are always fun.
You got a message for the children today?
You said that what?
You got a message for the children?
Man, children at this point,
All my
I would
children.
say keep your
All my children.
children at this point. I would say keep your vibrations high, but it's come to my attention that we have no idea what that means. So we're going to just say, have a good day today. You know, do good things, be good people. Get off this app. I don't care if you go find Dr. Seuss. Get off this app.
Lord.
Y'all get
God
strange.
forsaken as it may be.
Like, get off this bitch. Please.
God forsaken.
Get off. Please, children. Like, if y'all don't listen to nothing else, like, get off this app. Get off this app. This is a tragedy. Get off this.
Child.
Save yourself and get off this app.
Anybody who wants to do an interview regarding DJ EQ or DJ Genesis, please get in touch with me.
They're not making it.
Please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to talk with you and hear all about what your grievances may be. Clearly, you know, there's a lot of tomfoolery afoot.
Good girl. Tomfoolery, malarkey, hogwash, all type of fuck. Just all types of girl. They drowning out here. They drowning. They are drowning. Oh no. Get off this app, children.
It is what it is. Hold on a second. Let me turn this around. There's too much going on in my background right now. I, I, I'm just tired.
Girl. How do you think God feels? How do you think God feels?
I don't want to know, honestly. I don't. That's why I tell people all the time. I do not understand why people want to play God. He has the worst job in the world. He is to sit there and look at his brilliant design. His brilliant design just be mishandled and misused by a bunch of freaking idiots.
The first thing that God did when all of that wonder was finished, what was the first thing that happened? Crying and grieving. Like, shout out to Alice in Wonderland. They're all mad down here. They're not making it. They're not okay. And I think I put too much pressure on them. Like, we don't worry about keeping your vibration high. Just, get off the app.
Child,
Get off this app.
that Michael Bragg's boy was over there crying, talking about we had lied on him, and you lied on him, and how you need to mind your business and raise your children, and what a this you were, and what a that you were, and how they ran you offline and did all of these things. Like, it's bad. When people you don't know really just keep your name in their mouth because they ain't got nothing else to talk about. They ain't got nothing else to say.
Your life, girl, say they ain't got nothing to do with your life, like
At all.
do you like? I can't even. I shudder to think how insignificant a life these people possess.
Oh, honey.
That's what they do.
Oh, honey.
I shudder to think. My imagination is not that dark.
I tell you what I know. And this is what I know.
Mm.
We're done. Um, we're done. We're done. Stop asking questions about me. Stop asking questions about Odell. It's none of your business.
Like,
We're done.
are they doing that? Like, girl,
stop worrying about what we're doing, where we are, if we're together, if we're not together. Because see, I've already pretty much proven y'all are stalkers. This is unwanted attention, and you're doing it on behalf of other people that are doing it on behalf of other people, and y'all think that ain't nobody figured it out. Like, it's really sad. It's sad how stupid y'all think people are. It's sad that you think that because you sit there and you lie to people and people sit there in the chat and they encourage that anybody's supposed to believe that any of that is real. It's not. The only thing that it proves is how mentally not well y'all are, because y'all literally are sitting there keeping these lies going. Stop. But you're not going to, because you ain't got nothing else to do. So that's fine. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep up the bad work. But this right here is my best friend. He has become my best friend, and he has proven why he is my best friend time and time again. He's also my partner. Stop trying to attack our company. Stop trying to attack our finances. Stop trying to attack our character. This is a verbal cease and desist. The next one, it 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 will be emailed to you. Like, at this point in time, I'm telling y'all content creators right now. This is a verbal cease and desist. The next one will be real. And ain't nobody using no AI attorneys. You understand? Who's frozen? I'm frozen?
Mm. Not that she's frozen, like.
Am I frozen?
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm going to get ready, get my morning coffee together, and I'm gonna spend time talking to my Grace. Cause we got a lot of catching up to do. All right, guys. I don't know what kind of likes we got going on, but it'll be what it's gonna be. It would be great if we could get at least 6 more before I go. And then hopefully replay gang. Hopefully replay gang will get us to the 500.
And remember, children, they still bald headed, they still ashy back, still have no life. So, that's the example how not to be.
Child, they
Eat your
making
fruits.
AI records that sound like it sound like people was doing pharmaceuticals when they was coming up with it. Like, it's terrible.
Oh,
It's terrible. You should this oh girl. It look.
like,
I'll get you
if it
caught
would
up.
stop.
I'll get you caught up over coffee. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. Ooh, bye.
Bye bye.